of scotch too. It's great.
Well, you should share.
That may be one of the best banners ever seen. It's like, no. Like against win. Alright guys, this is Totally Against Winning versus Phantom Esports. This is another match from CEVO. The CEVO League is going down. It's going to continue going down for a little while.
We are currently in the third round of games.
Yep, and these are... you were talking about... Fopsy's with me today, once again, and he was talking a little bit ago about where these teams were ranked.
So currently Phantom Esports is one of, I want to say, like 9 or 10 teams that have gone 2-0. Totally Against Winning, I bet, would be 2-0 if they hadn't faced Chibiusa's Minions in the first round.
Yeah, so a little bit unlucky for them on their part. Chibiusa's Minions, of course, is a couple pro players, and they've actually had a couple close games. It's not like they're stomping, but they're not all pro players either.
This is interesting. I wonder what Phantom Esports is expecting out of a lone druid.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, by the way, guys, I was doing a little bit of a pregame show this time. We're going to go ahead and switch over from the overlay to the screen so that you can see picks and bans. I figured you might want to look at that. Every other time I've cast and tried to do that, I've forgotten to switch, and people are like, hey, why aren't you streaming? And I was like, well, I am streaming. It's like, there's just a picture. And I'm like,
No, wait. Phantom Esports banned Keeper of the Light, then picked Nyx Assassin.
Typically, there isn't like a strict thing.
I made us sad. I'm sorry. It makes me wiggle with glee whenever I see Keeper of the Lights Illuminate get reflected by Nyx Assassin. It just makes me want to jump out of my seat and go, yeah! It really does. Either way. It's really fun to see what Dota 2 thinks about all the different heroes. Like Magnus is a carry. Based upon Dota 2, Nyx Assassin and Rubik may as well be the same hero except Agility and Int. Templar Assassin has an escape mechanism, totally.
Yeah, messing with stream here. Apologize. It's like messing up delay.
Magnus does not have an escape mechanism. No, sir.
No, he's got the best escape mechanism in the game. What are you talking about?
Nope. Dota 2 says he doesn't.
Oh, really? Oh, right.
Nope, he totally doesn't. Nope, Dota 2 says so. But he is a carry, though, so he's probably gonna be... I wonder if we're gonna see long lane TA. I love watching long lane TA.
Do people do that? Is that a thing?
It's not a pro thing. It's... You see, this is the thing I really like about American Dota. Even if all of the players know that there is a pro scene, they're very cheerfully ignoring it and using the entire hero pool. And very frequently using very strange heroes and centering their lineups around it.
Yeah.
And it's way, way, way cooler than seeing the same quote-unquote strong or trendy heroes every single game.
Yeah, the metagame in the pro scene is, of course, very trendy. I mean, not all the pros pick the same heroes all the time, notable exceptions being Navi and then all of the American pro players. Who I just watched a game this morning. It was Liquid versus Dignitas, and Dignitas played a Slaughter Weaver, and I was just like, I love you guys. That's just beautiful. Like, you bring tears to my eyes when you make these picks. It's like...
That didn't bring tears to your eyes.
It literally did. I was crying over my breakfast cereal this morning watching Pro Dota. It happens every freaking morning, too. It's terrible. At any rate, we do see Magnus, Templar Assassin picked up by Totally Against Winning, Phantom Esports, Nyx Assassin, Rubik, Leshrac. So far, fairly typical picks. No carries picked up yet for either team, so we'll have to see.
Hey, Magnus and TA are carries. You can see with those icons very clearly there. Totally Against Winning already has 2 carries. Clearly, they are noob.
Nyx Assassin.
Nope, they are, and then Phantom Esports has 2 of the same hero. It's no good.
What is that, Disabler and Nuker?
Yep.
You gotta love... I don't know, who did they pay to decide which heroes were which? I mean, obviously, they picked someone from League of Legends, or someone who's like, hey, what's Dota? That's like some kind of...
Riot bug game, please fix.
Seriously. Let's wait on the last pick up here from Totally Against Winning. So I guess TA solo mid, Magnus... wait, hold on. Maybe TA safe lane, I don't even know. Whatever. They're going to pick up a Shatter Demon, support hero for a tri-lane, which they may or may not build at some point. I don't know. I'm just
Already
Life
banning out the Life Stealer.
I think it's a really good ban. Life Stealer is very strong, especially against a lineup they've got up right now. Rubik, Leshrac, and Nyx Assassin all kind of depend on being able to stun people, and Magic Community kind of fucks with that. So Bounty
These are
Hunter banned out as well.
very good bans. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, very pointed. As we pointed out earlier, despite what Dota 2 may or may not tell you, neither team has really picked up a solid hard carry yet. So banning out those hard carries is very good. Life Stealer, Faceless Void. We're probably going to see Phantom Lancer banned out as well.
We do have a DC on Phantom Esports.
Yeah, it's still in the pick ban phase. He's got all kinds of time to come back, and I don't think you can get abandons in these games either. So it's not going to affect. He's not going to go into low priority pool. It's okay. He'll be fine.
I don't know. We could all report him. That would.
I'm not going to do that. Okay. So Tidehunter's the next ban out here. Looking like banning out some teamfight heroes totally against winning. The Void, obviously, with his ultimate, Tidehunter ultimate, very big in that sense. And they obviously, if they are able to ban out a bunch of teamfight ultimates, with that Magnus ultimate, as well as the Shadow Demon utility spells, they can pretty much dominate a teamfight. I mean, Nyx Assassin and Rubik are both good gankers, but they're both single target.
Dire team ban.
Actually, I'm really curious about what Phantom Esports has up their sleeve, because these first 3 picks don't reveal absolutely nothing. All 3 of them are valid solo mids, Rubik more so than the other 2. All 3 of them are valid tri-lane supports. All 3 of them are... What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, totally.
Why are you so secretive? I thought...
You know, that's something you used to do. You know, back like a couple metagame trends ago, you had a lot of teams who would do like kind of vague picks like this so that you really couldn't tell their strategy, and it really kind of freaks people out. Now it's just you pick up your first couple strong heroes and then plan the rest of your game around them. But Phantom Esports doesn't seem to want to do that. They're just going to say, hey, you don't know what we're doing. You don't know what to ban, what to pick. So we're going to leave you completely hanging, and we've got some pocket strategy sitting in our back pocket.
Ban.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I mean, there are already 3 strong solo mids on Phantom. Oh my god, I really wanted to see that. I was surprised I didn't pick it up in the first round. I expected totally against winning to ban it, but Gyrocopter currently a very strong counter to TA with that rocket barrage.
Yeah, one of the best solo mids against TA. But then again, I'm not sure we're going to be seeing TA in the solo mid position. Magnus arguably more suited to it, and if you can put TA in a safe lane, she does absolutely dominate.
I think both heroes, there's an argument to be made for both heroes getting levels. I kind of agree with you. I think Magnus getting that reverse polarity and TA doing safe lane farm will be able to lead to a very early level 6 push.
Yeah, although I was thinking more like solo safe lane TA with an aggressive tri-lane.
10 seconds
but it's also
which they can do because they already have the Shadow Demon picked up.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Shadow Demon, of course, is one of those support heroes who does very well. Nope, never mind.
No fun this game.
Magnus probably going to offlane then. Anti-Mage picked up. He, of course, does very well against all of those heroes, especially Leshrac, who, if he gets the levels, is going to have a gigantic mana pool, which means...
Leshrac's second biggest mana pool in the game at 25. It's... oh dear.
Who's the biggest then, out of curiosity? Pugna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Alright.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we know where that's going. I mean, now they've just got...
I wish they hadn't banned out Darks here. There are 2 things that make me wiggle with glee in Dota. Nyx Assassin blocking Illuminate and Vacuum into Anti-Mage Ultimate.
Yeah, that Anti-Mage Rampages are always a lot of fun to see. Because
Like,
that typically...
hands off the keyboard, dancing, screaming. I don't care if I got killed by it. I don't care if my entire team got one-shotted by it. That is just...
it's just so epic. So as Toby would put it. At any rate, so I guess we're going to be seeing an offlane Magnus again, safe lane anti-mage, because you don't aggressive tri-lane an anti-mage. It's just something... Alright, Chaos Knight.
I'm expecting Phantom Esports to do a very, very early push now. I bet they're going to put the Chaos... They might do a defensive tri-lane with the Chaos Knight,
but
that's
going aggressive, man, seriously.
I don't know.
We've got an anti-mage against him. The whole point of this Chaos Knight is to mess up anti-mage's farm. He's an excellent hero in that aggressive tri-lane. He's got the stun, and you've got 4 support heroes to pick from with another
10
stun
seconds remaining.
Wait
go
a
into that
second.
tri-lane. Gyrocopter
Hold up.
can support.
5 seconds
For
remaining.
Chaos Dice to the side. 6. Another Nyx Assassin is an insect, so he has 6 legs. Lestrak has 4. Oh my
Radiant
god.
team pick.
At least they get the bonus of Gyrocopter not having any. And there's your Earthshaker though. That's good pickup there. That's gonna do extra damage from Chaos Knight Illusions. But at any rate, let's go ahead and introduce these teams. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Totally Against Winning Squad. We've got Enjoy on this Templar Assassin who looks to be going solo mid. Morphin on the Anti-Mage. It's a Mighty Morphin Anti-Mage. Knight on the
That's what I said.
Knight on the what else are you supposed to say? Knight on the Magnus, Rakudo on the Earthshaker, and Purr on the Shadow Demon here. Look, we will see a defensive tri-line from these guys. Earthshaker as well as the Anti-Mage going top. How about those Radiant squad? You want to introduce Phantom? Or no? I mean, you don't have to introduce Phantom.
Nope.
I'll introduce
Wait
Phantom.
for it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have Andrew Riley on the CK. We have Viking on... Oh, wait, I have him. Viking on the Gyrocopter.
Looking to be
We
going
have
solo mid.
Good Game Lucas on the Rubik. Gosu, Mike,
30 seconds to battle.
Mike on the Nyx Assassin. And Hotaroos on the Leshrak. Let's take a quick look at starting items. Nothing really alarming.
Actually, it looks like our Totally Against Winning are rotating down to the bottom
Smoke.
lane. We've got
Smoking kills, man.
there's no one in the enemy general for them to get, but they
battle
might be going
begins.
to decide moving this tri-lane aggressive now that they've seen that the Radiant want to take their tri-lane aggressive, because really you want to get an anti-mage in a position where he's not against a tri-lane. He just wants to farm, and that's all he wants to do. So looks like both tri-lanes will end up being aggressive tri-lanes. And I wonder if Phantoms are going to want to rotate, because I bet you they really want that Chaos Knight against the anti-mage.
I don't know. I think what they want is... I mean, I don't see why you need that Chaos Knight to be up against Anti-Mage. It just doesn't seem necessary. I don't... it doesn't matter how much farm Anti-Mage has. He's going to get stunned up for freaking 4 seconds, and he's just going to... Oh my god, Solo Gyro, I'm so sorry. Dead Solo
Yeah,
Gyro.
Gyrocopter is probably going to get brought down here. Fissure, no, Fissure block. Oh man, eating around the Fissure block? No, Creep Wave dies. They're going to have to back off. There'll be no First Blood had this day. Well, this not yet.
Not on the Gyrocopter, at least. Why did he skill
Yeah.
Blink? This is why you do the wait until you get out into lane thing. Nyx is on the mid lane. I'm happy. I love farm Nyxes. Farm Nyx is gonna go 152% to town on the Shadow Demon, the Earthshaker, possibly even the Magnus. If that mana burn, if he does a good job, gets his mana pool up high, uses that mana burn aggressively. They don't get pauses right when he comes out of Vendetta and Viz. You know.
Definitely, yeah. We see the tri-lane rotating to the bottom lane here from the Radiant, putting Gigi Lucas and Hotaroos now up with the Gyrocopter, so that this Gyrocopter will be getting fairly protected farm now, actually. I think this is even a stronger tri-lane than the dire aggressive one. With that, I mean, for serious, man. You've got a scary stun coming from the Gyrocopter, followed up by a Leshrac Splitter, followed up by a Rubik Lift, or reverse any of those and put them in any different order. Tons of stuns. Tons of stuns. And you know what stuns do? They win
Kill
lane.
Gyro.
There's a Fissure. Block is on the right side, but...
That was an
like a
amazing
Splitter
stun on
that's gonna
Leshrac's part.
save- Yeah, excellent Splitter. Gonna save Gyrocopter's life, and now he's just gonna go right back in and keep farming so nothing happened. He's going for a pretty standard Rocket Barrage and homing... And, no, taking Flak Cannon. Not taking the homing missile at all. Using that Flak Cannon to farm
really like this
and
decision.
harass.
It's got a
It means every time
1,000
he
range.
attacks... Yeah, that Flak Cannon is a massive range. It means every time he casts it, he's not only getting last hits, and I guess technically pushing the creep wave, but he's also harassing the entire enemy team. I think whether or not he has vision of them, I don't think he even has to have vision to get that harass off. And as we can see right now, he's even farm with the anti-mage, and will probably continue to do that as it's a pretty even in terms of tri-lanes.
TA
Who
looks
is
like she got her bottle first. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I have
Nick-
no idea who got their bottle first, but both mid-heroes have their bottle. Wow, that's some buggy diagonal scrolling. Okay.
Yeah, Gozy Mike coming right back into the lane. He's got an illusion rune to work with. Probably not going to be able to get a kill until level 6, and even then it's going to be rough, because if he drops that ultimate and accidentally gets it blocked with a fraction, he's going to be cursing really hard.
I don't know. I think I really like the way he's using Spiked Carapace right now, abusing the splash damage from Psyblades to put everything right back on the TA. The TA is out of mana, by the way. Has to use that bottle. Well, I guess she has a bottle. Never mind.
Yeah, this, on the top lane, we do see that Chaos Knight is getting a little bit of the better hand here, up by 4 last hits, and as well a bunch of denies. Able to zone the Magnus out of the lane just because he's got that stun and that reality rift. Magnus has the bottle, hasn't been able to bring it to himself yet. Once he gets that, he'll be able to spam Shockwave and possibly do a little bit better on just scaring him with some canceled reality rifts.
That looked really funny.
Nothing. Yeah. So. Oh, there's
Cut
another
that
one.
out.
It's that's gotta be annoying. I wonder if that's just if he's probably not doing it just to mess around. He's probably doing it for mind games, you know.
I mean, you know, if the creep waves die and he wants to go on the Magnus, add in all the creep damage to his damage.
Another stun down onto the gyrocopter. Not gonna get killed. He's just gonna get forced back. Looks like Shadow Demon has gone for an early point in Shadow Poison. He's been spamming it. Means he's low mana, but it also means you've always got vision over the enemy tri-lane. Is a very useful spell in that regard.
Chaos Knight did go onto the Magnus, but, you know.
There's
It's
Reality
just
Rift
harass.
pulling him back. Nyx Assassin rotating up as well, going in behind the tower. Has an ult. Does not have an ultimate. Never
Oh,
mind.
Courier.
He's back.
Oh, no, it doesn't have damage. This
Yeah,
Magnus
Courier will be able-
is not going to be able to send his bottle back, though. The bottle crowing has been bugged.
Literally. By Dota doesn't have no bugs in this game.
No, wait. You see what I did there? Because Nyx is a bug? See
Right,
see
I
what's
was
going
gonna
on
go
here?
in more depth. We do possibly see a kill in the middle lane.
Radiant's
No,
bottom
Gozy Mike gonna have to
tower is
back
under
off.
attack.
Not able to chase a little bit far enough. Tia makes it off with 70 HP. Looks like we see some warding, counter warding, and other fun stuff going on by the Dire. We see they warded off this camp once. Now it's been counter warded, and then warded again. So now the creep disc pull is definitively blocked. Very flashy design here from Phantom Esports for their own banners here. I like this. I like seeing teams do this for themselves, especially in this lower brackets. Makes the game a lot more
Shadow
interesting,
Demon
a lot more
initiation.
personal. Looks like another stun going down on Leshrac. He's getting low, but hits a 2-man split earth. Here comes this damage from Gyrocopter.
But they might be able to get Earthshaker.
No, unfortunately, it does kill off the Earthshaker, but first blood goes. Leshrac falls first, and it looks like Shadow Demon will make it out. So in the end, that does go as a dire victory, as the first blood went to the Shadow Demon. He's now got plenty of gold. Anti-Mage also survived, got the experience from that kill as well. So, and he's
got
a
his
bit of a
ring of
harder
health
carry.
now.
Yeah, so he's going to be very hard to drive out of lane. If it might even be impossible for the Radiant team to keep him out of lane now with that ring of health. He's so tanky. Mid lane TA farming it back up. She is she's even with the Nyx Assassin in terms of last hits. However, Nyx does also have an experience advantage, as Nyx has been doing a lot more roaming. Nyx is sitting here in Viz, waiting for an opportunity. I don't know if he's ever going to get one though.
CK currently leading the last hits game right now. Winning mad ganks
he's
all
doing-
over the creeps.
Another pause. Problems. Yeah, CK definitely winning this top lane out. He's got almost 10 more last hits than the Magnus, which means he's also up by almost half of a level here. Magnus does have his 6 though. No mana boots yet because he has been pushed back on the farm. If he can get some mana boots and TP somewhere, this bottom tri-lane, which currently is very even, could suddenly go very heavily in the favor of that Dire lineup. Magnus, of course, an extremely strong mid-game teamfight hero, probably one of the best early 5-man heroes on the book.
You wouldn't have.
If you keep-
Anyone who likes Magnus would not have liked would not have liked a few of Kingdoms in my conversations.
Yeah, I'm not fond of Magnetar as a hero, but he does good work. I don't pick him. See Dire preemptively dropping this Sentry Ward to prevent the Nyx Assassin from ganking their tri-lane. Look, now that Magnus does have his 6, look to see him rotate in the near future and look to win a team fight with that.
Very good stunning going down on the Rubik, but Anti-Mage blinks in for the kill, but he doesn't really have a way out. Nope, he had the
Tango,
He's
hanging
good.
out. Darkopter does get a second kill on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker falling again, but Anti-Mage also got that first kill, so it's still fairly even. You can see, of course, Golden Experience are the
Even
same, but you look at
trades.
the level, Anti-Mage... Actually, Darkopter is ahead of the Anti-Mage because he had that solo lane to start out with, so he's definitely having a good time. Darkopter is, however, a little bit behind. No, Darkopter ahead in terms of farm as well, almost 15 creeps ahead.
Nyx roaming top with a double damage rune. Looks like Magnetar knows what's up and he's backing off. We do have that TA trap watching the area. But Nyx Assassin
Yeah.
is invisible. Stun goes down. This is definitely a dead Magnus.
Yeah, he's going to skewer back into tower range.
That was
but
a really,
unfortunately,
really good spike carapace.
going to prevent any skewer damage, and Nyx Assassin will be able to make it out just fine.
I
Nyx
think,
Assassin now with
yeah, the
dead,
skewer,
that's-
the skewer damage gets applied
Radiant's
after the
middle
skewer
tower is
finishes,
under
doesn't it?
attack.
Yes, it does.
So he may have actually blocked that. I don't know. Interesting stuff.
Shadow
Shadow
pick up
Demon
here on the
perfectly
Shadow
chain stun.
ultimate used as well. It's going to be a very dead Shadow Demon. Phantom Viking on a killing spree. That's Viking and not Viking. Excuse me.
That's throwing me off too, so it's cool.
And he's got an ROA up already, so pushing power. If these guys want to go for a tower push, they can do it in the very near future. Of course, that level into flat cannon as well as the max rocket barrage clears out creep waves about as quick as anything. You've got your Rubik Fade Bolt reducing creep damage, and you've got Leshrac. No, Leshrac
He's
going
going
the
the Lightning Storm build. We get a reverse polarity, but only on the Leshrac. Leshrac will go down, but that was a bit of a waste of the reverse polarity. Rubik is kind of TP in by the CK.
Anti-Mage, very good TP there. Now Shadow Demon's gonna be next. Reality Rift it back in. No follow-up stun though. Can they get the kill is the question. No more
They got
mana
on
on
the
CK.
Reality Rift.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's back off. No more kills there, but already 2 kills when Reality
Anti-Mage.
Rift. Reverse Polarity was used against him, and on the Anti-Mage too, which is the very important hero you want to be killing. So, all in all, a good team fight. Anti-Mage going to TP top. No, TP gets cancelled. He's just going to go ahead and walk his way out.
I'm so sorry. I know that feel, bro.
TA does have phase boots up. She's farmed pretty well. 43 last hits, doing a decent job. Ahead of everyone else, except for the Gyrocopter. Possibly thinking about going in on the next assassin. Just drop the trap. We'll try to slow. Unfortunately, we'll not get it off. She's going up for that top rune. We'll find herself a
Dire's middle
haste.
tower is under
Question is,
attack.
will she be able to get anything accomplished with it? Unfortunately, no blink yet. She will be very close. Maybe if she can get some ganks off, she'll be able to. So far, has not been able to contribute in terms of ganking.
The
Dire Trailing
CK.
rotating up to the top against the CK. If he gets fissure trapped, he might be able to go down here. Earthshaker waiting on the wings, looking for that fissure trap. Here comes a Shadow
Here
Demon.
comes the
Shadow-
disruption. No range.
Waiting for it. Yeah, no, he's gonna get backed off. Here comes Nyx Assassin, though. They're gonna fight this one out. Stun down on the Anti-Mage first. 4 seconds stun.
Defensive disruption.
Very well placed, and Anti-Mage will be able to blink out, so that is a win in that sense. However, it looks like there will be a kill, at least on the Earthshaker. Anti-Mage ult does pick up the Nyx Assassin, so a good one there. TA coming in, looking to do some work here. Unfortunately, she's going to be picked up, stunned. No, CK has no mana. Backing off now. They see him. Here comes Magnus. Magnus, no ultimate just yet. I thought I saw Magnus. Where's Magnus? No, he's on the bottom line. I take it back. There's no Magnus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Anti-Mage just going to keep farming.
Very, very
No,
good rotation by the Rubik right there. That definitely saved the CK.
Yeah, rotation from TA wasn't able to do much because the Rubik was there. Rubik, of course, that pickup very good at slowing down TA ganks.
Even when hasted. We're seeing the maxed rocket barrage build going up on the gyro. I'm not too happy with this. I actually really would have liked to see him max flak cannon first, just because even though he is solo now, yeah, even though he is solo now, that rocket barrage, the damage doesn't even double, or it just barely doubles over the course of its scaling. Whereas you
The
can get a solid 6 hits with the flat cannon into a team fight, and that probably would have had a really big effect on all these 3-4-man ganks that went down. And true, the 3 hits did do a lot of damage, but seriously, if you double that 6 hits, he probably had, I don't know, maybe 12 less damage than he did now. So, you know, it's 63, 33, 96 damage times 6 is like, what, 500-600 physical damage before reduction on the entire team fight. So that flat cannon may have had a bigger effect on team fights than the rocket barrage then.
Rocket barrage, of course, does get that lower cooldown as you scale it up. So 5.5 seconds at max level, very short, means it can dump out a lot of damage on single targets, especially when you've got an anti-mage who can blink away. It's very useful at putting out a lot of damage. And also clears out creep waves, which is pretty useful if they decide to push at some point. At any rate, right now it looks like they've rotated the Radiant Trident back up to the top, just moving it around to follow this anti-mage and slow down his farm. 11 minutes in and he's nowhere near a Battle Fury, so...
Reverse polarity is up and they are eyeing this gyrocopter.
Why is my minimap not working? There we go. The gyrocopter has to back off. His farm is going extremely well though. 56 last hits already, 1700 gold as well as 3 kills.
Oh, there's the Staff of Wizardry up on Nyx.
Of course he's going Dagon. What else do you go on Nyx?
He damn well better be going Dagon.
Only hero where that's okay besides Puck.
But
man, that item needs a lot of love.
Nature's Prophet, Dagon Rush. TA picking up the DD rune here. This gyrocopter needs to
Dire's
GTFO.
top tower is under attack.
Drops
Yeah, it
first.
looks like
That's cool.
that's a good item. It's going to give him some attack speed. He doesn't really need... There's not too much pressure on him to carry because that CK will also be building some carry items. CK looks like he's also going for a drum, actually. Has the bracer in his inventory already. Mass conflux of heroes on the bottom lane. Magnus TP's out, though, so this could actually suddenly go very badly for the Dire team. TA double damage might not be enough as here
She's
comes
TPing mid now.
Is under attack.
So it's going to be a 4v3 in the favor of esports. There is the missile initiation on Earthshaker. It's going to land in just a second here. I don't think the Dire has any answer to this. There's going to be at least one hero dead.
Yeah,
There's going to be at least 2 heroes dead.
Yeah, Anti-Mage just GTFO. He's just like, screw you guys, I don't have teammates.
This
I'm
is
just
a
gonna go
5-man
fight
gank though, and Magnus is like, so, you see that top tower?
Dire's bottom
That's my tower
is
now.
under attack.
And
If
ladies
you'll
and
be able to get
gentlemen,
it,
that
a lot
is
of
his
TPs
tower.
are out.
Is under attack.
A lot of TPs are now on cooldown. TA is going to do a lot of damage to this mid tower in this period of time. CK is going to go and try and slow her down, but solo at this point in the game, I'm not sure he can stop a double damage TA. In any way, shape, or
Dire's
form.
bottom tower is under
Radiant will
Dire's
get that bottom tier 1 tower
has
though.
fallen.
Leshrac still no points into Edict, still going with the Lightning Split Earth split build, so
He can
going
run
for
away.
damage. Yeah, he can run away. Can't
CK
do
can run away
Radiant's
pretty well.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what you're getting at there.
CK,
I'm really not
it's like TA like tries to kill him, and CK's just like, okay, and he runs away.
It is true. Magnus up on this top lane. Tried to push it out. Has mana boots up now. About not close to a blink dagger. TA a lot closer. Only 900 short on her. I heard
Using his
Dark-
ultimate to clear out a stack.
Well as that maxed out rocket barrage. That's a lot of gold. Up to 1600 again. 75 last hits. I just want to see this. Can you see that spike on the gold graph? No, you can't. But they are Radiant are ahead by 3,000 gold.
It's a bit, it's a
as
little bit.
well as 2,000 experience. So Radiant have a lead. At this point, looks like there's a gank on the mid lane. Nyx will just invis his way out and actually go right back in. No, he's just chilling. Going to pick up an invisibility rune bottom.
Killing spree!
Double
Chaos Knight
invis.
picks off the Magnus top lane. Help from Rubik as well as Leshrac. These supports for the Radiant doing so much work rotating around. 8-4 kill leads so far, but hey, there's an anti-mage on the other team. You have to admit that they will probably outcarry, provided that
TA.
anti-mage is able to get the
Mid lane.
TA
Mana burn
Getting-
first. There is mana for the refraction, but she is going to get bursted down. She's dead.
Mega kill!
That rocket barrage doing its work, taking out some refraction charges there. Excellent use of it by there. And looks like he's going for a Shadow Blade. He's got the Claymore first.
They're pushing
So-
down this mid lane.
They do.
I want to say, this is kind of what I expected. I like the CK last pick. I mean, Anti-Mage, he's already got, I mean, granted it's his 15.5-minute perseverance, he's not having the greatest time. But at some point in this game, he's gonna have farm. He's gonna be big, he's gonna be bad. So what do? You never let that point in the game happen. They picked the CK because, I don't know, basically this Anti-Mage, if he wants to do anything in team fights, he's gotta get a BKB. Every single hero on the Radiant side has a stun.
That's what you do. What do you do? If you have a hero on the enemy team that you don't want to play against, stun the fuck out of him. That's what you do.
But other than that, they have Leshrac and Rubik, they have Gyrocopter and CK. They can push like mad. These early drums, the early Shadow Blade and the Nyx, they can get relatively easy ganks off. They can what's the word?
Transition.
They can transition into pushes very easily. They want to end this game fast. They are grouped up mid to try and do that. Granted, they've been there for a little bit now.
I have to say, really like this Sentry Ward right here by the Dire. Dire supports have been doing an extremely good job of keeping sentries around, making sure that Nyx does not get the jump on them. So kudos to the Dire supports for that. Playing very well in that regard. You see a lot of pro teams making sure they have that up. Top lane, we're going to see CK going in on the...
It's an amazing dodge.
Dodges both the Reality Rift as well as the stun at the same time. Rift goes down now.
Oh my god, the damage.
Anti-Mage's getting pretty low. Lots of damage. Anti-Mage.
That was a really good juke.
The jukes.
CK saw where he went, but CK knew that as soon as he went in there... Wait, Leshrac, are you going to throw the stun? He did throw the stun, but he moved... Oh my god. He moved away right as the stun was thrown. This Anti-Mage, mad plays.
Does end up falling to the Chaos Knight, but I mean at that point it was pretty good. What happens now though, Dire should go in on the mid lane as the Leshrac rotated out. You will see them going in on the Nyx Assassin. We see I want to see a reverse polarity. I'm not seeing it yet. Gotta get into position. Doesn't find it yet. There will be no reverse polarity, and that means no major team fight wins just yet. Rubik doing a lot of harassment. Shadow Demon forced him to use his wand to heal himself back up. Even forced pretty far back. I hope he doesn't go all the way back to base. No, he will. Looks like he will. Up on the top lane, we see Leshrac looking to push with the Chaos Knight. Anti-Mage TPing back in.
He's only
Still
level 9.
3 Anti-Mages.
He's only level 9. He's gonna get Reality Rifted, stunned again. He's gonna get chain stunned, and he's just dead again. Okay, there's 2 TPs coming in, but they're just gonna back up. I really like this CK Leshrac combo coming from Phantom Esports.
Yeah, it's extremely strong in terms of keeping that Anti-Mage locked down. I mean, that's what you do. When you want to deal with an Anti-Mage, just lock him down. Stuns. Stuns solve all of your problems.
And this Anti-Mage, he still has nothing. We're almost 20 minutes into the game. We're 18.5 minutes. All he has, boots, perseverance, wand, and a stab shield, and this wonderful, this TP scroll. I have a feeling this TP scroll is going to be game changing. I'm going to watch. He's respawned. Where's he going to TP? He's not using it yet. Good call. Save that TP scroll for when it's gonna matter. Like these plays.
Gyrocopter pushing out the lanes. He's got a finished Shadow Blade. All he has to do is purchase it and send it to himself.
He could kill this
1800 gold. Yeah, he's gonna go in right now. There's the homing missile. That can't get blink dodge. Anti-Mage will blink away. He'll be fine. Just gonna let the towers finish off this homing missile. Hopefully, I think it will. Yeah, it will. Anti-Mage has to run away though. Can't even stay laning against a solo Gyrocopter. Has to walk all the way back. And in the meantime, it looks like Gyrocopter will be... No, Anti-Mage CB's right back in. Unfortunately, same thing probably will just happen in just a second. Yeah, Anti-Mage taking too much damage. Not able to do anything. Top lane, we do see Earthshaker stuck out of position. Can he get an Echo off before he dies? No, he can't. We'll fall to the Leshrac.
Radiant's top
DK gets the tower deny off as well. Big plays there by the Radiant. Keeping the Dire down. Anti-Mage trying to get some farm up here in the bottom lane. He's starting to get back into this. Still only 60 last hits on him. Not terribly hateful, but definitely not as good as you want to have on an Anti-Mage at this stage of the game. That homing missile. Radiant gonna push out this top tier 1 tower, probably successfully. I mean, you now have a point up an Edict. Yep, Shadow Blade. Looks like Nyx wants to go in on the Anti-Mage up behind the tier 2 tower. Gyrocopter
Radiant's
here as
middle
well.
tower has
Nyx,
fallen.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just rolling around, I
Dire's
guess.
top tower
Has this
is
Dagon
under
up as well, so
They
tons of
see
burst
me
damage. I
roll.
think this
Oh,
is a
wait,
dead
no.
anti-mage.
Yep, here it comes. Here it goes. Boom!
Right.
Ah!
Didn't even have to use the Dagon. There it
Dire's
goes.
top tower
That level
has
2
fallen.
ultimate. 400
kinda
physical
sad now.
damage, man.
I really would have liked him to use
Dire's
the
bottom
Dagon.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's alright. He'll get to use it at some point, I guarantee you. Top tier 1 tower goes down on the top lane, pushing towards the tier 2 now. Got that Leshrac Edict up as well as a max lightning, so tons of damage. Looks like
Dire's bottom
the Air
tower
want to go
has
into a
fallen.
team fight. They're looking for an angle, can't really find one. Fissure goes down. TA wants to jump in, has a blink dagger, a hero purge as well. Stun from Leshrac doing a lot of work. Chaos Knight jumps right back in, finished off the
RP on
Leshrac.
3!
3-man parity. No. Did it get cancelled? What happened? It did. It got cancelled by a stun. Reverse polarity was a 3-man reverse
Such a
polarity
big
was-
play by that Rubik right there. He picked up Magnus at just the right moment. Probably
You
just
are
saved
no
all 3 of them.
secrets.
Yeah, that was
Such a big
massive
play.
Rubik there. MVP right now if did get the one pick off on the Rubik. Rubik paid for that with his life,
Dire's
but that's
middle
so
tower
worth
is
it.
under attack.
This
Nix's assassin looks fine,
CK
chat.
already
Even-
got...
Spree.
Oh.
The Nyx assassin, he's just like gonna
Dire's middle
try to
tower
get
has
no.
fallen.
Dire unable to do anything, unable to get into position. Anti-mage is now farming the bottom lane. Up to, he's like, forget Battle Fear, I'm just gonna go straight into a Yasha and keep the Perseverance. Maybe get a Lincoln Sphere, I don't know. Save the Perseverance for something else, going straight into a Yasha so that he can just do some damage and move around. Mid lane we see Shadowblade, Gyrocopter pushing it out, Leshrac Edict doing work as well. Magnus now keep in mind, Magnus does still have his reverse polarity now, so if he can get an angle, any team fight can turn into a massive wipe now with that polarity. It is an incredibly strong spell, so you can't in any way, shape, or form count the Dire out at this point. Gyrocopter uses the Shadowblade to escape there. So, Illusion Rune up on
I
the
would
next
like to...
assassin.
I wish to see have this... We need to see Magnus casting Empower on Anti-Mage whenever it is off cooldown. Absolutely whenever it is off cooldown.
Speed up his farm as well as help him out in doing damage in team fights. Anti-Mage will get a very early Yasha in just a second here. Not early, as in he'll just get it quickly. We are seeing a lot of Radiant heroes in the jungle though. Chaos Knight as well as the Nyx Assassin playing very aggressively. Coming into the mid lane,
Radiant's bottom
Nyx Assassin with the double
tower is
damage
under
rune, that
attack.
it's going to hurt so badly. Shadow Demon will just melt in less than a second if he
He
gets
will
the
actually
combo
go
off.
down to one hit.
Dire's top
It
tower
would
is
have
under
just been a
attack.
one-hit kill.
Might be able to get the anti-mage here. Right click, where is it? There's the right click to stun the Dagon. The next right click, Nyx Assassin dominating.
Rotation
Anti-mage.
coming up.
Chance. This is paying off. Here comes the reverse polarity. No, can't get into position for it. Earthshaker's gonna fall. The Chaos Knight burst. Reverse polarity, did that go down? Was that used? It was, only catching one. Gyrocopter ult missing entirely. Didn't
They
hit
can't stop
anything.
the CK.
Blinks out, but gets the kill on the Nyx Assassin. Good play, but she's gonna end up paying for it.
Triple kill.
I think she was dead anyway, so that probably was the best thing she could do in that scenario.
Look at this. We are at 23 minutes, 45 seconds. CK has 2100 HP with that armlet on.
And it looks like
Dire's
GG,
top tower
GG
is
is going to
under
be
attack.
called. Anti-Mage unable to get the farm up. The game is going to end right now. So thanks for watching, guys. Popsy will be coming back and casting another CEVO match later on. Hopefully a little bit less one-sided
Dire's top tower
for
is
you
under
guys.
attack.
Enjoyment. That should
Oh
be
wait,
up,
wait,
I don't
wait,
know.
wait. We're doing
Dire's
post
middle
game
tower
on this
has
one.
fallen.
Oh, are we doing post-game?
Hell yes, we are.
That was part of post-game.
No, I need vindication for this. They saw the anti-mage pick. They last picked the CK, and it worked the hell out.
It really did. Very excellent job on their picking. And that's what you do. And I've cast other games on Anti-Mage before. Games like there's a Farm Fest I cast between it, Anti-Mage PL, Anti-Mage 1, by the way. Not in terms of man fighting, but in terms of just being so freaking annoying because the enemy team didn't pick up a single stun. They had no stuns on their lineup and expected to beat an Anti-Mage. To beat Anti-Mage, you pick stuns. I mean, simple. GG, well played. That's how it works.
And beyond that, they had heroes that deal tons and tons of damage. Tons and tons of damage beyond magical damage. You need composite damage. You need physical damage to bring down the anti-mage. They had
Dire's top
lockdown.
tower
They
is
had
under attack.
damage. The CK gets bonus damage with Reality Rift. The Gyrocopter, the rocket barrage is magical damage, but it's a hell of a lot of magical damage. She doesn't care about any spell shields. It was an amazing reaction, and everybody knew. But even beyond that, their play revolved around the fact that they knew that Magnus's reverse polarity was what the Dyer's game hung on, and they didn't let it happen.
Yeah, that Rubik play, picking up the Magnus during that reverse polarity, is probably one of the biggest plays of his life. Huge shout out to GG Lucas. Awesome pickup there. Definitely like that. Alright, there's your throne. Here's your score screen, guys. Thanks for watching. This is going up on your channel, yes, Fopsy?
Why, yes, it is.
Alright, so look for it on
1080p.
Fopsy's channel in the near future, youtube.com/FopsyDota. And like I said, are you going to stream the game later tonight?
I'm not even going to try.
There will be a CGC game cast later tonight. It will also be uploaded to Fopsy's channel, but not live cast. Something about internet and wanting to stab people at Time Warner. But, you know, what can we say? Alright. I guess that wraps it up then, unless you've got any last words. Nope. No last words. Alright then. This is Kingdom signing out, guys. Subscribe, follow, check out the CEVO page, all that fun stuff. Peace out, guys. GG's, keep the Dota up.